So Ryan, one of the main things that our clients are wondering when they're showing up to court for the first time with the criminal charges, am I going to get locked up?
So that's a tough answer. The answer is you might. But what you want to do is every person that's walking in should have a capable attorney helping them that can make an argument to the judge, not as to why someone is going to come back to court, which is really the question about whether you're going to get locked up, but whether you are going to get locked up. And having someone who knows you before you walk into the courtroom is that much more important and more effective to getting you released.
Right. So to get the personal background, all the things then and the facts that would humanize the client for the court to make a judge identify with the defendant and view them as a low risk for either flight or for reoffense. So let's kind of walk through what that basic process is like. So you were arrested last night, or you're told to go to court on this day by a summons. You're showing up to court. It's 8:30 in the morning, like the paper says. You're showing up to court. What are you supposed to do?
The first thing that any person that is there for what's called an arraignment, the first time that you're in court, is they go to the probation department. Generally, in a busy court like the Lawrence District Court, you're finding just almost a parade of different people that are walking into the probation department. You go there, you have to do what's called an intake. An intake is just providing your biographical and demographic information as to who you are so that they can run your record to see what, if anything, the judge is going to want to know about your past.
Right. So then, you're giving your license, you're telling them about yourself, and then you do all that, and then the next step is you walk into a courtroom, and you are there with a bunch of other people in a busy court, maybe just a few people in another court, and it's like kind of like a cattle call. You sit there and you wait until your case is called. Although it looks like nothing is happening, what your lawyers should be doing is working very hard to leverage the advantages that they have through their skill and experience to make things go as smoothly as possible, to avoid the risk that some unpleasant consequences is going to occur, like being locked up and held in jail until your trial in the case.
Yeah, and having those attorneys that are able to both make good arguments and are able to form those relationships with the prosecutors is a big deal. We recently had a case where a client had left court, didn't show up to his arraignment for 20 years, and we walked in and he didn't have to pay any bail. The reason why? Because we were able to make an argument as to why he was going to come back based upon our prepared and really informed information about this man that helped the prosecutor and ultimately the judge decide to let him walk out on his own.
Right. So the lawyer should go in there prepared to disarm all of the arguments that are going to be made as to why the client should not be trusted to return to court. So the lawyers are prepared. They've gone through the paperwork. They've gotten to know you on a very, very personal level and are prepared to now present an argument to the court. Your name gets called. A very scary moment. You're walking up to the bench. What are you supposed to do when you get up there?
What you're supposed to do is have an attorney that is capable of handling this case standing to your left, and that attorney is supposed to be doing the argument. The client is supposed to be sitting there being advocated for, because even helpful things that you provide to the judge can be used against you later. What the client should be doing is having a prepared and talented attorney representing him.
And that lawyer is going to take care of everything. And that's really what Ryan and I take a lot of pride in doing, is making sure that we take care of all the details, reducing the risk for you, reducing the stress, and delivering a truly remarkable outcome.